Hi, everybody. Just wanted to come on for a minute and let you know what's been going on with me. Um, as you know, I've had a lot of asthma problems and a lot of lung problems, and I have had pneumonia again in the last couple of months. And then I got a lung infection on top of that. That was a cold-related lung infection, and at and now I am on oxygen full time, and I have also in the last few months, and I think you know this, that I have been diagnosed with psoriatic arthritis. And my crafting room is upstairs. So it's been very painful and very hard for me to get up and down the stairs. So I have been very slow in making videos. And it's probably going to remain that way for a while until they can get my asthma under control, because it is not. And they need to. So I want to say hi to everybody and welcome you all to the channel, and thank you for watching me, and thank you for helping me get to 1,000 subs. I'm fluctuating a little bit because of YouTube's new policies. I think have got some people uh, afraid, including me. There is no way that I could pay you know, $4,200 fine, $42,000 fine over a video. So all of my videos will start with now, or coming in December, and it's on my channel's already marked as an adult channel because I don't craft for children. I do make children's things, but I do not craft for children. The tools, like everybody else said, the tools, the glues, the things that we use are too dangerous in the hands of a child. Occasionally, my grandchildren will be here in the room with me. They like to come in and say hello. I am not going to change that. It is not necessarily for children. That is not necessarily for children. That is purely because they come up to say hi to grandma, and they want to say hi and online to everybody. Sometimes granny makes them. But anyway, that still doesn't make it a children's channel. Um, I don't know what we're going to do about this. I know I have been very afraid, and I have pondered whether or not I should just go off and stop altogether, or whether I should uh, just keep on going. And I have decided that I will not monetize my channel. I'm like Kathy. If I don't have any monetization on there, of course, they can still critique my channel, and they can still tell me I am doing them wrong, but how can they find me for something that I'm not getting paid for? Uh, I don't know. They might be able to, but I don't have $42,000. The only thing that worries me is because I live on Social Security, whether or not it will affect my Social Security, because it is a federal fine, which is scary because I think that's the only way that anything can affect your Social Security. Can't live without it. So I'm still pondering. I'm still going to wait for some more information, see if it becomes clearer in the future. And I'm going to keep trying to come on for a little bit at a time. And I'm going to keep doing what I love. I've sat here today after I got up here, and no, the renovation has not started. My daughter and my granddaughter is going to bring home some boxes so that we can box everything up. And I have been too, hurting too bad, and my breathing's been so bad that I haven't even tried to come up. And I do apologize for that, because I know that my channel is not going to go very much further unless I do something with it. And that's something that I have to think about too, is that what do I need to do? What do I need to does it even make sense for me to go on with my health in the shape that it's in? I really do not know. I just, I don't, I just don't know right now. I don't think I got the back off of that. So it is, I'm like everybody else. I'm kind of up in arms and just kind of waiting to see. I did sign the petitions, and there is a petition where you can voice your comments to the FTC. I don't know how YouTube can actually get away with, since it is YouTube's policy to monetize. It is YouTube who chooses the um, the advertising. How they can possibly say that it is the creator's fault if the wrong advertising is on a video? That doesn't make sense to me. A lot of things that we do look kid friendly. I mean, we pick up little golden books and make journals out of them. We have pretty papers, and we have things that kids like to play in. My kids love to be in my craft room. Of course, I give them things that they can do. I supervise them and I help them. That does not make this a kid's craft. We might do kids' crafts, but they're not on YouTube. And that's as far as I can go with this. So anyway, my deal is that Kathy had been posting some challenges, and one of them that she posted was just be positive. Be positive. Be positive. So right now, I am going to think positive, that we are doing the right things, that we are going to be okay. There's not a whole lot of difference actually in the policies that they have put out other than this. I think it's going to hurt the children's content channels, which I think is extremely sad and should not. It is not their fault. You know, unless they are being getting subsidized by people who are not kid friendly on their own accord, then they should not be held accountable for what advertising is on their channel either. Nor should they have to work as hard as they do and not be able to have monetization if they want it. I never went into this for monetization. I wanted to have fun. The only reason I worked so hard to get 1,000 subs was so that I could use my phone again and go outside and do the things that I love to do out there. So, you know, that was my thinking. And you had to have 1,000 subs to do that, which I think is silly too, but that's, you know, that's my opinion. There are reasons for what they do. And one of it is that this is a powerful platform, and there are so many people on it that they have to have pretty stiff rules and regulations, of course, in order to maintain the status quo, or they fall into problems like they did with the FTC. And I can see how easily that could happen. Anyway, I come up today, and I didn't put this on to talk about Coppa. I really just wanted to let you know that I am sorry that I haven't been around, and that I miss you all, and I hope that I can get back up here again before long. I had a bad morning, but I'm having a little better afternoon after taking a nap, and I hope that, you know, I can adjust my schedule around my pain levels. Right now, they're not giving me anything for pain except prednisone. It makes me a little bit wacky. So, I'm going to show you what I've done this morning. Kathy Vellante sent me a packet of little books that she had started preparing. And I went through it, and I found one that was had storybook pages, kids' storybook pages. And the first story I seen was The Old Barn and Farmer's Day Off. And they cleaned out the barn for the farmer. And but there's two stories in it. There is two stories. One is about going to the circus, and one is about the cleaning out the old barn. But I chose, because of me being on the farm and me having some things to go in it, I chose to title this On the Farm. And so I put that on the front of it, and I sewed in 2 signatures and a 1/4-inch spine. Put a little super glue right there to hold my threads coming through where they're tied, because I didn't want them to pull apart there. So on that super glue, I just added a little bitty tiny beetle, or bee. I think it might be a bee. And then I put another one on the front, and I put a little ladybug down here on bales of hay that are stacked up. And I have a picture of my children playing out on our farm where they are running across the hay bales. And I titled it, How Are You Going to Keep Them Down on the Farm? And they were having such a wonderful day. It was a Thanksgiving day when everybody was here, and they had a blast running and playing on the hay. So inside of it, I have pictures of tractors, and then the kids' story, and some writing paper that she sent me. This is all Kathy's stuff that she sent me. And some more kids' paper, and then another writing sheet. And then here's some little horses across here. This is part of the circus part of it. So as you can see by that picture, so it's and here's the parade where it come to town. So I put a beautiful picture of a black stallion on in the center of this one. And then of course there's more about the horses and the old circus horses, kind of what it was called. And then the horse was in the parade at the end of it. And Dolly had been lost in the parade, and Alice was looking for her, and it's a cute little story. But then it goes right back into the barn. So again, I've got tractors. This is the front end of it. I just looped it over. And then the second signature has a different tractor on it, and writing paper, and then more of the same story. And here's another tractor in this one. And here they're talking about the barn again. And more writing paper. And this signature was a little bit deeper than the other one, so I didn't put quite as much pictures in it. And then we go back into and here is a picture of a farm. And then in the center of it, I put this cow, who I absolutely love the look on this cow's face, and I've seen it everywhere. And then another old barn, and more writing paper, and then it goes on back. I haven't dressed it up other than to put those pictures in it. There's the back end of one of the tractors, and then here's the back end of the other, and I put my signature in it here. And then on the back, of course, is just more hay, and this is just a file folder cover. So I made that little thing and had fun making that, I might add, because it made me think of my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, and them playing on that hay, and the wonderful, wonderful day that they had. And I hope that they have the most wonderful memories of that, like I do. And the other thing I have done recently, and I don't think I've shown you this, this is my new journal that I've started. And in the next few days, I'm going to be dyeing some paper in this color that it's on the flowers. And all of the paper in it is going to be green paper. Here's the inside. All of the paper, and I'm going to have, it's got a small spine. So I'm going to try to put small signatures if I can, but I don't know whether or not it would hold it or not. I've reinforced it here, but this is pretty thin, so I don't know that the thicker part of it is right in the center. So you can see it, in fact, right there. So anyway, I'm going to try to do 3 signatures, and I'm going to try to do it all in the greens. I'm going to try to do gold edges on the paper, and I hope for it to be basically a writing journal because of the size of it. I'm not going to try to put a lot of ephemera in it. I don't have any more pictures like this in this era, and I absolutely adored this picture. This was a card front. My sister gave me a series of cards of princesses, and this was one of them. And I just absolutely think she's beautiful. So I made the front very, very simply because I didn't want to take away from her. So anyway, that is my next project. And then I have 3 journals to make in Hocus Pocus style for Christmas gifts. And I ordered some product for that today, so I will also be working on that if I can get up here. And if not, I'm at 1,000 subs. If not, I'm going to take my camera downstairs and set it up, and I'll just do it on my phone and work from my kitchen or my living room where I can sit a little easier. I can sit fine when I get up here. I have a wonderful chair, but this chair can also go downstairs back down to my other desk if need be. And I may have to set me up a little area there that I can have projects brought down to me and work on them. The only trouble is that everything is here. And even though it is a teetotal wreck, everything is here where I actually know where it's at. As horrible as it is in here, and you all seen the picture of it, and it has not changed since that picture was taken. I still know where my things are. You know, my paper's out, and that's my biggest problem, is getting my paper straightened up. But I did find me a cabinet at my brother's that is a beautiful cabinet for 79 bucks. And I am going to call him and tell him that to mark it sold. And I am going to bring it up here and set it on this other wall. And all of my paper, all of it will go in that one cabinet and have drawers down the center of it for the smaller paper and some of the ephemera. So I'm buying that cabinet. And I'm lightening the load on these shelves. So anyway, I'm at almost at 20 minutes, and you know how long it takes to upload. So I am going to get off of here. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in. And if there's a response about Coppa or however you want to say that you have, please feel free to put it in the comments. If there's any other things that you would like to, talk about or comment on, or my channel, or anything that I could do that might improve it, feel free. A comment is a comment, and I take the good with the bad. I won't take trolling or hatefulness. But if you have a suggestion, I would gladly listen. So, that's what I've got to say. And you know that I love you all. I tell you that every time I'm on. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. And keep watching, and we'll get this book done, because I can't wait to finish her. I really want to finish her. And yes, she's on a black cover, but these covers were so perfect that I could not use them. and she is on a black background, so it was perfect for her. So, okay, y'all, bye for now.